In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into two popular dual sport tires that strike a balance between off-road capability and on-road performance. The Shinko 804/805 and the Pirelli MT 60RS. Whether you're building a scrambler, taking your ADV bike on mixed terrain, or just want a tire that looks aggressive and handles a bit of everything, both of these models have earned a strong following. But while they share some similarities in appearance and intention, they cater to very different riding styles and expectations. So, which one is better for your bike and your riding needs? Let's break down the features and trade-offs of each tire before we compare them head-to-head. The Shinko 804 front and 805 rear are classic 50/50 dual sport tires that offer an aggressive look, good off-road traction, and impressive value. They're widely used by ADV riders looking for a tire that can handle gravel, dirt roads, fire trails, and pavement without costing a fortune. Built with a blocky tread pattern and deep grooves, the 804/805 combo delivers reliable grip in loose terrain, sand, and hardpack. The large tread blocks bite well and clear debris quickly. While not a full knobby, these tires have a do-it-all attitude that works for riders who want to explore without switching tires for every surface. On pavement, the 804/805 are surprisingly composed. The rounded profile and central groove design help maintain straight-line stability and lean-in feel during moderate cornering. They're not sport bike tires, but they get the job done for casual street riding or touring. Their biggest selling point is price and versatility. They offer respectable performance at a fraction of the cost of premium dual sport tires. However, there are trade-offs. Road noise is noticeable, and wet traction, especially on slick asphalt, can be a weak point. Also, at higher speeds or under aggressive cornering, they can feel squirmy due to the flexible tread blocks. The Pirelli MT 60RS is a tire that blends aggressive street performance with light off-road capability, and it's especially popular in the scrambler and urban dual sport scene. OEM on bikes like the Ducati Scrambler, the MT 60RS brings Pirelli's road handling know-how into the adventure world. Unlike the Shinko, the MT 60RS is very much street-biased, with excellent grip on pavement. The semi-knobby tread design hides a softer, more road-optimized rubber compound that provides superior traction, cornering stability, and braking performance, even at higher lean angles. On wet pavement, the MT 60RS continues to perform well, making it a top choice for riders who prioritize street confidence. That said, the off-road capabilities of the MT 60RS are limited. It can handle hard-packed dirt, dry gravel, and light trails, but once you move into mud, deep sand, or loose rocky surfaces, it quickly reaches its limits. The shallow tread blocks and relatively soft compound aren't built for hardcore off-road use. Durability is decent, but the softer rubber compound means faster tread wear, especially when used aggressively on hot pavement. And as a premium tire, the MT 60RS comes at a higher price point. Choosing between the Shinko 804/805 and the Pirelli MT 60RS depends entirely on how and where you plan to ride. While both tires fall under the dual sport category, they sit on opposite ends of the performance spectrum. The Shinko is a 50/50 tire with a bias toward off-road utility and affordability, while the Pirelli leans heavily toward on-road grip with limited trail capability. Let's break down what that means for real-world use. Starting with off-road performance, the Shinko 804/805 clearly leads the way. The blocky, aggressive tread design and deeper lugs give it a significant advantage on loose gravel, dirt, and hardpack. Whether you're riding through Forest Service roads, navigating shallow sand, or tackling rocky fire trails, the Shinko combo delivers dependable bite and self-cleaning ability. The tire's design allows it to maintain traction even when things get unpredictable, something the MT 60RS simply cannot match. The Pirelli MT 60RS, while styled like a semi-knobby, does not perform like one when the terrain gets rough. It handles hard-packed dirt and mild gravel fairly well, but quickly becomes overwhelmed in softer or more technical off-road situations. Mud clogs the tread easily, and deep sand or loose rock cause the tire to lose grip and stability. If your riding involves true adventure or off-road exploration, the MT 60RS is not built for the job. However, things change dramatically when we move to on-road performance. And here, the MT60 RS dominates. The Pirelli offers a level of road handling that's extremely rare for a tire with this kind of appearance. Its softer compound, rounded profile, and optimized contact patch translate into impressive grip in both dry and wet conditions. Whether you're cornering at speed, braking hard, or weaving through traffic, the MT60 RS feels planted and confident. Even in rain, its siping and rubber formula keep the contact patch stable and predictable. In contrast, while the Shinko 804/805 is serviceable on pavement, it's not built for aggressive street riding. At highway speeds, the ride is stable but noisier. In corners, especially on warm asphalt, the tire can feel vague or soft due to the blocky tread flexing under lateral load. Riders who like to lean into twisties or ride with speed on pavement will notice the difference immediately. The Shinko simply can't deliver the same responsiveness or grip fidelity that the Pirelli offers. Wet weather performance highlights this split even more. The MT60 RS maintains a high level of traction in rain thanks to its compound and tread layout. Confidence in wet braking, cornering, and acceleration is a major advantage of this tire. The Shinko, on the other hand, shows its budget roots here. While not dangerously bad, it does require a more cautious approach in wet conditions. Hydroplaning risk increases at highway speeds in standing water, and braking distances are longer than you'd want on slick city streets. Now let's talk about durability and tread life, a category where the Shinko fights back. With a harder rubber compound and less grip-oriented design, the 804/805 can last a surprisingly long time under mixed-use conditions. Riders commonly report 6,000 to 10,000 kilometers for 1,000 to 6,000 miles, depending on riding style and terrain balance. For its price, the Shinko delivers strong value per mile. The Pirelli MT60 RS, in contrast, sacrifices durability for grip. The softer compound wears faster, especially on hot pavement and under aggressive riding. Many riders see significant wear around 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers, 2,500 to 3,000 miles, particularly on heavier bikes or in warmer climates. If longevity is your priority, or you rack up miles quickly, the MT60 RS may not be the most economical choice over time. Speaking of price, this is one of the most decisive points in the comparison. The Shinko 804/805 is significantly more affordable, often costing 30 to 50% less than the MT60 RS. For budget-conscious riders, especially those who like to experiment with dirt riding or need frequent replacements, the Shinko is hard to beat. The MT60 RS, as a premium tire, commands a higher cost, which you pay for in road performance and brand heritage. But whether that price is justified depends entirely on your riding context. Ride comfort and noise also differ. The MT60 RS, thanks to its smoother profile and higher rubber contact ratio, runs quieter and feels more refined on asphalt. Vibration is minimal, and ride quality is plush compared to many dual-sport tires. The Shinko, with its more open tread blocks, is noisier at speed and transmits more vibration, especially through the handlebars on smooth roads. On dirt, that extra flex can be beneficial, but on highways, it's something to consider if you prioritize a quiet ride. So where does that leave us? If your riding consists primarily of commuting, city riding, and spirited road use, with the occasional light gravel or hard-packed dirt road thrown in, the Pirelli MT60 RS is a great choice. It offers excellent grip, premium construction, and high confidence on wet or dry pavement. It's particularly appealing for scrambler-style bikes or custom builds where aesthetics matter as much as performance. But if your adventure leans toward off-road exploration, and you're looking for a tire that can handle rough trails, uneven terrain, and multi-day trips, while still holding its own on the street, the Shinko 804/805 is clearly more capable and much more affordable. It might not have the Pirelli's finesse, but it gets the job done where the pavement ends. If you're a road-focused rider who values traction, lean stability, and predictable wet weather control, and you're okay with a slightly shorter lifespan, go with the Pirelli MT60 RS. If you're a dual-sport rider who rides both on and off pavement and wants durability, solid off-road performance, and great value, the Shinko 804/805 is the better tool for the job. And remember, the best tire is the one that matches your riding reality. Be honest with how much dirt versus pavement you ride, and choose accordingly. If this breakdown helped you make a more informed decision, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more in-depth tire comparisons, and leave a comment sharing your experience with either of these models. Until next time, ride safe and ride where you feel free.